me, you know that I'm changing this car here, Monica. That's my Mitsubishi Eclipse, and the next step would be the Xenon lights. I tested yesterday. It's kind of stupid because the Xenon it has like a black wire, which is negative, and the hot wire, which is the red one. But I don't know how it happens. You just connect the way it is. You put in your car, it's inverted. So when you have the socket, I will show you. All right, so let me get here my lights. Where are they? Magically I found one. So when you buy them, you see this connector here. See, there's a little thing on this side and a little thing on the other side, right here. So it has so much crap on this room. Here, boom, boom. So you cut the side you want, but the problem is when you plug this into your headlight, which is here, I have also this project car here. It's very, very finished. Lower here, and see this guy? So this is the car connector, which is red and black, and you need to connect inverted. It's stupid. This is green and black. The black is actually the plus, and the green is the minus. And so I burned one of my Xenon. So what I'm going to do, I try to not cut these things here, but because the first light I bought didn't have this protection. This one has the protection, so I'm gonna use it. So I'm gonna poke a hole. All right. So this is what I bought. It's 7/8. I had one that was 1 inch, and apparently wasn't enough. So what I'm going to do right now, it doesn't need to be like 100% centered. So what I'm gonna do is very, very safely, I'm going to get the center of it. Looks good to me, and let's hope for the best. Otherwise I'll need to make another trip to the backyard. All right, stage 1 done. And I think I'll hold it with my feet like this, because all right, that looks great. Okay, so that looks promising. And what I'm gonna do now is I should put some that's great, that doesn't go through, so I need to, oh, that is so great. How am I gonna put this inside that? Oh my god. These people design stuff and I don't know if they know. I was not able to put the cable through the hole with the 7/8, so I'll try 1 inch on the other one. Let's see what happens. And it's very important you have this done right, because you can't redo it. That's perfect. I think we need there's a little spacing here, so you need to put some sort of silicone or something that is removable, because if you get stuck with that light breaks, you need to fix it. So cool. So put this here. There you go. Look at that. Looks awesome. So now here I got screwed because I lost the center cap, which is guided by this drill, right? So you have the center one, and that one keeps it in track. So if you try to drill this here, it goes all over. So I'll need to fix this by hand, and of course I'll try this one first. If it works, then I'll come back and do this on the other headlight. So I managed to do this using my feet, and so I put one side inside and I let it go on the other side. It actually looks pretty good. Let me go to the other side because I'm on the light. So same thing here, nothing new, right? It's pointing inside because it's gonna shut like this. See what I can do later. Let's put in the car. I am very curious. It's a two-step thing. First step is I don't want to assemble the headlight, because I want to clean all this stuff before putting everything in the car. So you can see, if we get in there, see how dirty this is here. I mean, there's a lot of dirt in there that I need to clean. Look it down there. So I want to just test, see if it's not going to explode again, because I was so sad it exploded before, and honestly it's ridiculous. Magic trick I learned I was living in Australia. Look at that. You look at here, the headlight's not there, and then you do like this, bang, there you go. Ta-da! So what I did was I put on the high beam, I put the old ballast, and on the low beam I put the new ballast. Right, it means the new one is 55 watts, which is supposed to be way brighter. So now look at the cat. Yo, you're on the TV, don't do that. Okay, so let's pop the trunk and let's plug the positive and then the negative. Right, so we have light. I'm excited, but I'm scared. Alright. Oh man, it worked. Look at that. Alright. It's it worked. So the 55 watts is great because it is quick and very bright. And the other one is the high beam. I don't even know if it's a good idea to put on a high beam, but it is there. So now I have both. It is great. Alright, so it worked. Just don't pay too much attention on the plus and minuses. I don't know. I bought this car. People did crap on this car. I don't even know what they did. I know there is like some pipe that goes in here. It is missing. I just bought this one, but it's not correct. Right here, right, is the breather. I don't know, some weird random things like missing from the car. So I'm not sure if I should trust. Oh, you need light? Look at that. Now we have light. So I'm not sure if this is correct. You know, I'm not sure if someone changed this harness, changed this. I doubt, but you know, if you have Mitsubishi Eclipse, it's a good idea if you get a multimeter and change to 12 VDC. And you get this cable here, which is the one that you plug, and you know, the middle one is always the plus, and you have minus and minus on the sides, which change the voltage as you switch inside your car. So it's a good idea to just follow those wires and look what you have in your headlight, and you're gonna see what you need to do. You know, I think that's the best thing to do, and that's what I did. It's unfortunate. I don't know if I lost. I think I lost just the light, the Xenon, the bulb, right? I don't know how to say that properly, but and I don't know how if it was just that, but I know when it was starting, it was making like da 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 noise. I bought another bulb, not boobies, bulb, and it worked. That's the one you can see here. So I think we are good, and I'm gonna get the other one done now and probably remove this bumper and fix it. It's kind of screwed underneath. I'm gonna make it harder and maybe make a lip out here, but I'm not. Next step would be fixing this oil leaking thing that's bothering me so much, and I'm scared the crap out of everything to fix this, because I'll need to lift the car. This is, I don't know if you can tell, but this has a little is a little hilly. It's not straight. So I might lift the car and use one of those tires. I have like 4 of them, put underneath, and you know, if shit happens, at least the tires are there to save my life. Enough of this live talk, but the tires might save my life. So last night when I had the high beam and the low beam, right? So I gave up on the high beam, so I was just leaving the low one. And so I took the light out of that light and the bulb out of the light and put in here and installed the 55 watts here. And when I installed, this happened. There's a video maybe light here, bulbs here. And nothing. So look. So you see the, and I contact eBay people, and of course just ask for their help. I wasn't complaining yet, and so I thought, okay, let me plug straight into the battery. It worked. So I realized that it needed a little more. So that's a 5-minute job, right? So what I did here was, you can see here there's a relay, which means this is the trigger, right? So I'll plug the light that comes from the headlight into this guy, which is going to trigger my relay and get the power straight from the battery. What I think is happening is the relay I have there is trying to protect, because the 55 watts is asking for more energy, more power than it is supposed to have. And so those relays are 12 amps, and I think this might be requiring like 14, 20, I don't know. I need to calculate that. This is a 40, and of course I'm going to replace it and put some fuse. I have a 10 amp fuse, and that's it. So yeah, if you are installing Xenon, it's a good idea to install also a relay and get the power straight from the battery. Put a fuses and relays just to be sure that nothing breaks. So this is what I have. I create this harness. I made this harness here. I explain to you guys. It'll go. And I also made this. It's 200 amps. I'm gonna put this on my battery on the back. Just a little extension so I don't burn my car down in case something bad happens. So what I need to do here now is, my tripod is broken, so I'm trying to use just a single hand. I need to put this in here, right? This will go down here somewhere. There are two things that come out of the headlight, right? Those little things that plug into the ballast, and this one, right? This one is my trigger, which I will plug in here. So this is just a test. Let's see how using one hand will work, or I can do like this. Dang. Alright. Didn't work. Alright, half. Okay, so my trigger is there. I'm not plugging anything else. I just want to hear the click in here. Right? Let me see if I don't have positive. This is the negative. Of course, I need to plug the right ballast. So I will also. Now I can. Okay. I add the fuse into the positive. One thing I did was I used this. This was supposed to be the filter holder. I don't know how that thing is called. So there was a little screw hole here. I got a screw I had and put the relay here. The harness coming here. I have the positive and negative and the trigger, all that stuff we talked before. The negative I put in here. The screw was here already. I just used it. Of course, I need to buy some more of this. I don't have it right now. I'm gonna put in here. It's gonna look nice. This I'm putting this line through here, but I don't think it's a very good idea. This is alright because it doesn't touch anything, but this here I have nowhere to put it through. Even underneath, it's going to touch the fan, or it's going to be too close with the heat. I'm kind of worried. I might go from the underneath of the car, but I let in here, put in here for now so I can show you my harness was working or not. In here is the same thing, but I didn't connect. There's one loose plug which is coming from the headlights. To find it. So this is the ballast, and there's one extra guy in here which is not connected inside the light, so I can cut that off or do whatever I want. I don't care about that guy. So I'm just showing everything here right now, but I need to secure and put everything nicely in there. I just want to wash the car first. So let's turn on the thingy. And ready? Let's turn off this light to make it nice. One hand project. All right. All right. apparently 40 wasn't enough for both. So now I have the same problem I had before. Let's see. The other car is running. This is installed finally, and this is what I did. I'm trying to open the hood. It doesn't have a lift thingy. So this is the one that goes to the positive, which is right here. And I'm going to buy more of this tubing, just to make it nice. So for now it's there, just hanging out here. I put some fuse. It's a 10 amp fuse, and I put the ballast. I just put in here is loose. Put the negative in here. Oh, this cable all the way to the other side, and same thing here. The only thing here, it's easier because I don't need to connect the power anywhere besides this side here. So the one that comes from inside the light is empty. So yeah, and what happened was I made all of this, but honestly I don't think I need it, because I realized my battery, because the car is not running, the battery is like weak, and it doesn't have 12 volts anymore, so it's having trouble starting two ballasts at the same time. I got the relay. It's a 40 amp relay, and I also took the relay from the other car, this one that I'm in right now, and didn't work. This one is 60, and it's like, let me see how many, 31 degrees. It's freezing. So let's just hope for the best, because here in Texas there is no tire, none of that stuff, the good stuff you have on the Northwest or anywhere that people have snow tire. The good thing is you don't need a intercooler, because the air is so cold coming into the car is so happy. Ooh. Anyway, so now next step, I bought yesterday the rack and pinion, I guess is the way you say it. I got it pretty cheap. I got remanufactured by One Cardon. So let's see, I people talk shit, so I saw one of those people saying, don't buy this. Yeah, a mechanic told me not to buy One Cardon. I watched the video and it seems like pretty good company to me. It's like, it's not a garage company. No, I have nothing against garage company. I think all the companies should start in the garage, but it's a big one, well established with machines and stuff. So I just bought it. It's like I got a Pep Boys, 70 bucks off, so it was 230. I'll end up paying 170 because of taxes and everything, and the core part, which is the recycle part, I paid just $50, as opposed as I think it was AutoZone, it was like $119. Or the auto parts, whatever auto parts, is like very expensive. So that was a pretty good deal. I spent $260. I got the rack and pinions and the outer tie rods. Just gonna replace it. I'm there anyway. It's like $30 thing. Okay, so just to finalize the Xenon, all the connections up there, 55 watts and 6,000 color. So it's kind of, it's more white than blue. It doesn't quite have the blue in it. But yeah, I might get more later. And now I need to tighten everything up, you know. It gets pretty hot, so I wonder this is going to screw that, but anyway, peace.
You will get there. You can do it.